Hello and welcome to the stunning provincial city of Nelson. This is round 3 of the 2018 Rugby Championship, and for the first time the All Blacks take Test rugby to Trafalgar Park, where they take on their South American rivals Argentina. Well, the Pumas have never beaten the All Blacks in 28 tests. They come to New Zealand after a confidence-building win against the Springboks 2 weekends ago. Yes, the All Blacks have been in rare form this season, and their expectations will be to continue their strong start once again. It has been a fantastic day here in Nelson.
Here's our referee for tonight's match, Pascal Gauzer of France, assisted by Nigel Owens of Wales, Nick Berry from Australia, Rowan Kitt from England is the TMO. New Zealand won the toss. They opted to take the kick. Argentina choosing to play right to left, a bit of a breeze behind them. And of course, the All Blacks will break new ground with the very first kickoff of this game. A new venue, Trafalgar Park in Nelson, about to stage its first All Black Test match.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
White,
5,
black,
4, 3, 2, 1.
And a great moment for Richie Mo'unga. His first test start, and he kicks off. Pumas taking it down just out from their own 22. And they go to the boot of Nicolas Sanchez. Kick going to come down just inside the All Black half. Naholo, and it's Mo'unga setting it just short of halfway. Perenara into clear. Franks moving it on. Laumape stabbing a kick in behind. And getting it beyond Emilio Boffelli, who was defending out on the left, and into touch, Justin.
Well, an early opportunity for the All Blacks to either apply pressure through their line out or perhaps chance their arm at the post. Probably just outside of, I would have thought, Richie Mo'unga's range, so they may very well opt for the line out. Really nice to see in that opening exchange. The skill set of Owen Franks, offloading out the back door. He's gone for the jugular. Mo'unga doesn't quite make touch, down to Boffelli, who returns service.
A powerful kick too, so ball not going into touch. The All Blacks will take the line out back inside their own 10. Here is Mo'unga, gives it back to his skipper, Kieran Reid, who's put on the ground. Tackle made by Mujano, the left winger. Adi Savia driving into big Lavanini. Now Cody Taylor, nice offload away, and a first touch from Milner Scudder. Back on the inside it goes. Ball's been spilt though. It was Brodie Retallick who's gone down in a heap.
Well, he fell awkwardly, Retallick. Basically, as he caught the ball, he got the defender at the same time, so he wasn't in control of the way that he fell. And he landed like he right on his wrist or his elbow. Incredibly awkward, and he looks in a lot of pain. We know how tough he is, and it's not often that he stays down.
No, he's in bad shape, all right. So we'll just have a look at the brilliance again of Cody Taylor, though. They use this touchline so well. They tram lines. Kieran Reid's usually involved in it. Cody Taylor's growing in that area as well. And his offload to set Milner Scudder free. Just look at their landing position on that right elbow.
I think it's the knee.
As well, is it the knee?
Yeah, he's dug his knee straight into the turf,
just
no doubt about it.
Grabbed his arm there as well.
And the problem for him is not only is it all of his body weight that knee has taken, he's grabbing at his wrist as well, but also the weight of the defender. I think it was Ortega Decio, so that's a lot of weight for him to impact on.
Well, it was a great shot, actually, that last shot. Sam Whitelock up and rearing to go in just the second minute, but the last shot was the beauty of the impact of the ground and the divots, actually, that the arm took up, along with the knee as well. So we'll just see how we know what a high-priced commodity this fellow is. They won't take any chances, but he is tough.
Well, it's actually a bit hard to tell. I thought he certainly landed heavy on the knee, but it may look like it could actually even be a shoulder. He's grasping at one arm, isn't he? Wrist, shoulder, the lot. He's probably got the full Monty in that.
Well, he put his arm up to link up for the scrum, put it up very slowly. Already Sam Whitelock is ready to come on.
Crutch.
Boy, interesting setup for Argentina. Really nice and tight. Certainly not set to kick.
Crutch.
So first scrum of the game, Martin Landajo.
We are pretty good.
His 83rd Test match. Recently passed Gus Pichot as the most capped halfback for Argentina. Vast experience.
Mo'unga scudder set quite deep as well, Justin, with on your side of the field, deep in the foreground here, and on the other side, Ben Smith well deep for the kick.
Well, Naholo's, he's the key man. He's got to come up if he sniffs an opportunity that Argentina are going to run. It's on for them to go to the right. They get a good platform.
All Blacks put the shove on and powering through, win the penalty. Well, what a great start, and really the heat came on the far side. Carl Tui Nukuafe.
Well, it certainly did, and that's a message, isn't it, instantly from the All Blacks. Now, the very much vaunted Argentinian scrum has not been operating as it should do. It's been a real weapon for them in the past, but in the last couple of years it has subsided. Mario Ledesma, a prop himself, he won't be happy with the fact that this is the first scrum of the game and that happens to his forward pack. They're only operating on their own ball at 78% scrum success.
Right, kick for Richie Mo'unga. Of course, he needs a little bit of confidence. He missed touch with his first line kick. That was a mistake, but here's an opportunity. Not the easiest of kicks. It's on the tougher side of the field for him, but generally goal kicking conditions pretty well perfect. Confidence.
Well, kicking towards that big temporary stand away to our right. A chance for his first points as an All Black. Mo'unga gets it inside the left hand upright. He's on the board in Test rugby, and so too his team. They lead the Pumas by 3-0 after 5 minutes.
Richie Mo'unga gets the first points of the game for the All Blacks. It is 3-0.
Nice little confidence booster, particularly after that early miss for touch. And Sanchez restarts. And Laumape, his first touch, and he brushes off the attempted tackle too of De La Fuente, who's no slug as a defender either. Felt the full force there of Ngani Laumape. Penalty against the All Blacks. Off their feet.
Stay on your feet, you cannot contest because you are going straight off feet. Yeah.
So straight away, the Pumas get a chance to hit back. No hesitation, they'll go for the posts.
And he's in good form too, kicking at 88%, Sanchez, so this is the right option. Peg those three back. It hasn't been a great start for Argentina. Their scrum was wobbly, conceding early penalties. This is a chance for them to get back into the game early doors.
I think he got Adi Savia there, didn't he? Because it was not a bad little run from Frizzell, Shannon Frizzell, who just was the second ball carrier to bring it out. But as Savia hit that breakdown, he went over the top of it, shut it down.
Well, Nicolas Sanchez is closing in on the record as the highest point scorer for the Pumas, held by Felipe Contepome. And he sprayed his first one to the right. So it remains 3-0, not a good start for Sanchez.
If you are lateral, you're going straight and you prevent contest.
Well, what a great sight it is, what a great pleasure it is to be here in Nelson. Amazing feeling around the city today. Great anticipation. Mo'unga, fielded by Mojano. Tackle made by Franks and Reed, but the Pumas have it on halfway. Quickly through the hands. And some good inroads made. Now Sanchez puts one high, right down the middle. Good chase too, but it's knocked back by Retallick, who looks like he's made a great recovery. Now Ben Smith's gone down, but play carries on. Mo'unga taking the line on, showing confidence. Now short pass away to Frizzell from Barrett, and he runs onto it nicely. Snatched away by Perenara. Tui Nukuafe. Now they go back the other way. Good spot tackle made though by Petty, coming up out of the line. Naholo. So the All Blacks have gone back, and now Barrett brushing them off. Perenara look towards the short side, goes open. Retallick again, a short ball to Frizzell. All Blacks trying to get Frizzell into the game off those short passes. That's a bit more risky. Ben Smith has to go back and clean it up. So 9 phases, punctuated by a couple of loose passes, and the All Blacks are still just outside their 22. Now there's some space on the right, though. Quickly through the hands from Smith, and Laumape in space. Ran right over the top of Sanchez. Now punching onto it brilliantly is Ben Smith. Mo'unga couldn't handle the pass, though, and so the Pumas have a chance to counter-attack. Well, it was promising for New Zealand. Now Argentina have it. Sanchez kicking. Trying to drive the All Blacks back. Naholo waits for the bounce inside the 22. Got Goodhue with him. Sends a low skidding kick up over halfway, where it's fielded by the dangerous Emiliano Boffelli. Naholo did well to stick with him, though. Well, game really starting to gather momentum here. De La Fuente put down. Sanchez in close. Moves it on. Petty. Nice shape out to the right, too. They've got plenty of runners. And one of them is big Thomas Lavanini. Sanchez moves it on. Now here's Lizana, the rangy number 6. And using their forwards to try and crunch it up. That was Kramer. Sanchez again. Well, they sense there might be an opportunity out here on the left. Now here is Boffelli. Great tackle round the ankles made by Goodhue. And now the ref gets in the way of the pass. Will have to have a scrum. Well, a lot of movement.
Wow, what a passage of play. Most of that time, Nani Laumape, who's in frame now, he went over the top of Sanchez, but he did himself some damage. He's been holding that knee for a long period of time. He tried to get going again. The All Blacks break them again down the side, and this is Laumape over the top of Sanchez, and he just obviously catches his knee badly in that contact. So he stayed down, but no doubt about it, Argentina, the way they defended and also their intent when they turn the ball over to attack, they are here to play. Looks like he's hyperextended that knee, Laumape.
It's just some news from the sideline, fellas. An HIA test on Ben Smith. We saw him go down and stay down after that high kick. So Damien McKenzie already on in jersey 23. Now Anton Leonard-Brown runs on in 23. So 2 really early changes inside the first 10 for the All Blacks.
Well, in the first 9.5 minutes, we've had Retallick go down, and he still doesn't look great, does he? We've had Laumape go down and off, and Smith down and off. Well, here's where Ben Smith went down.
Oh, he's copped the back of his back of his head's hit the knee of Boffelli. So as he goes down, not Boffelli, in fact, it's, yeah, look at that, Lozano.
Well, this is the end of Brodie Retallick, I can tell you as well. Sam Whitelock on in jersey 19. So 3 massive moments in the game all at once for the All Blacks. They lose Brodie Retallick. Let's hope, just hope, it's not as bad as it looks.
Yes, with Retallick, you're thinking the much bigger picture, aren't you? Big test matches still to be played.
Aren't the All Blacks blessed with depth, though, to be able to bring Sam Whitelock on? Yes, losing Retallick is a major blow, but it just goes to show the strength of the All Blacks bench.
It is, Justin, but it does bring into question the effect of that bench at the 60-minute mark, because when they come on force, they are something to behold and something to hold on to in terms of the opposition. They'll have played a lot of rugby by that mark, these fellas.
Now, the look on Retallick's face, players know their own body. They know when they've copped a serious injury. The look of a worried man. So disruption early for New Zealand.
Square, steady.
Again, power on at scrum time. This time it's picked up off the back by Ortega Decio, though. And there was a knock on. Well, tremendous pressure coming on from the All Blacks at scrum time.
Well, it's concerning. 10 minutes into the match, the only couple of scrums that we've had, and the All Blacks have got Argentina under real pressure. They've got no platform at the moment. Excellent work there on defence from TJ Perenara. Ortega Desio picked it up off the back. Well, he had to, because the scrum had disintegrated. Perenara, good work on D, managed to turn the ball over, forced the mistake.
No.
So just look at now, Justin, have a look at this attacking option from an All Black point of view and the formation of these new players. So Leonard Brown just gone straight into 12 by the look of it, and Damien McKenzie's one from the outside Goodhue.
Stop. Yeah, ready.
With the positioning of Milner Scudder, as you can see there, that's really causing Sanchez some concerns. Massively, he has to get to the other side if the All Blacks go to the right as we're looking at it.
Stay!
Now solid. And good scrum from the All Blacks. Goodhue puts it onto the left boot, driving it deep. Going back, Mo'unga. He's going to pick it up just 5 from his own goal line. McKenzie was giving chase. Well, Jack Goodhue, whose father has made the trip down along with other members of his family, and the start he's made. But the Pumas have it off the All Black throw. And trying to thread his way through is Delguy. Back they go to Sanchez. Now some encouragement there for the Pumas, nicking an All Black line-out throw. But McKenzie now, and a bit of an excited buzz around the crowd as he gets them going forward. Goodhue carries it on. Barrett now. Creevy up, making the tackle on him and trying to disrupt. Mo'unga into Franks, and now busting into space is Frizzell. Here's what he's in the team for, but the offload, though, is picked off. And the Pumas send it back down the other end of the field. McKenzie puts it into touch. Well, a great bust from Frizzell.
Was an excellent pass, flat from Mo'unga, and it was again Franks. Twice he's offloaded early in this match to Frizzell, who run a good line. He was looking for Naholo, who was trying to get in support. Good scramble defence from Argentina, blocked the pass, and the subsequent turnover happened. Here's Ben Smith, looks like he might have passed that head assessment. Smithy?
Yeah, it's a very, very good sign.
Tomas Lezana was the man who got back and got his hands to that offload by Shannon Frizzell. Petty with the call, but it's been picked off by the All Blacks this time. Great two-handed take it was too from Barrett. And Savia sets it just out from the 22. Wide pass to McKenzie from Mo'unga. McKenzie trying to get on the outside of Delguy. Offload though, again, finds its way into Argentinian hands. And back they come through Tetaz Chaparro. Now straightening is Kramer. Creevy thought about the pick and go. They go wide, here's Ortega Desio. Cody Taylor made the tackle. The Pumas go back to their big men. And some space on the left for Mo'unga now. Stepping brilliantly, Mo'unga. Ramiro Mo'unga scores the first try of the test, and it's a beauty.
Oh, it's sensational. Mo'unga, he had a lot of work to do. Milner Scudder came in, tried to cut off the outside, but beautiful hands, got it into the hands of Ramiro Mo'unga, and from there he turned the defenders inside out and then had the pace to finish. They worked it really well. As it shifted across, it's excellent flick on, and then Mo'unga steps off the left foot, back again off the right, and then pins his ears back, and Argentina strike.
Well, was Milner Scudder drawn in too far? Did he have to go in there with the number of defenders around? Looked like Frizzell had that man covered, but he did come in, which presented the overlap, and then the silky footwork that has defenders scrambling left, right, and centre, but in the end, not in the right direction. What a fantastic response. Gee, they've certainly been split open 3 or 4 times, but haven't they scrambled well, Justin? They've just got out of it.
Yeah, you nailed it bang on, and the All Blacks have been guilty of just pushing the odd little pass. McKenzie, Frizzell earlier, and the Argentina haven't wanted to kick it back to the All Blacks. They've decided to counter off those turnovers.
Sanchez missed the penalty, but nails the conversion, and the Pumas lead by 7-3. Beautifully taken try by Mojano. Ben Smith still waiting to get back on.
Just wonder where he could have left that man to Frizzell. Shannon Frizzell looked like he had that passer, that last passer covered. I didn't get the name of him, but certainly Milner Scudder came in.
Good chase by McKenzie. Probably realises he's not going to be out there much longer. He managed to get to Sanchez too. And so Landajo takes over the kicking for goal, for touch, I should say. And puts it out just short of the 10-metre mark. Again, challenging the line out, the Pumas, but the All Blacks have it. And in from the wing is Naholo. Gets them on the front foot. Now Frizzell's through again. A half gap, breaking tackles and fighting his way inside the 22. Tremendous power by Frizzell. Now Mo'unga. Held on to it. Didn't want to throw a risky pass. Leonard Brown making sure play stays in field. Franks, they're coming up quickly. That was Kramer who got up to make the tackle. Perenara has it. Mo'unga, Frizzell, nice little ball away to Goodhue. Taylor into space. Milner Scudder. Into the corner. First appearance since Cape Town last year, and he's got a try.
Absolutely clinical, and some of the key elements in this try came from forwards. The ability to recognise when there was space. The likes of Frizzell, Cody Taylor, being able to make sure at the time that it needs to be passed, it's passed. Lovely ball again from Barrett to Frizzell, who's a wrecking ball at the moment, proving a handful for Argentina. They worked a nice little wrap around between Reid and Mo'unga, and then as they swung it back, first receiver Mo'unga, and look at the offload from Frizzell back to Goodhue, and then Taylor. That's not an easy pass. He just knew that Milner Scudder was there, propped off that foot, sent it flying, and Scudder did the rest.
How did Frizzell get back out there for that second phase where he had that pass, which was so effective? Gee, he's had a strong start. He ran straight over the top of Landajo from that initial bust. That'll just appease a few concerns up there early on from the All Black coach's point of view. But Damien McKenzie making his way off. Ben Smith resumes his spot at the back. Tough kick this for Richie Mo'unga.
So New Zealand are back in front, 8-7. Just a metre in from touch. He's hit it well, though. Oh, that's a fine kick from Richie Mo'unga. Capping off the try. Finished by Milner Scudder, but so much to do with that combination of the explosive power and the skill of Shannon Frizzell. Deep kick. Leonard Brown fields it. Fuente and Lizana up there to make the tackle. He had to smuggle it back along the ground. Risk of him being held up. Frizzell put on the deck. Mo'unga, well, sensed an opportunity, got the call from out left, and Cody Taylor sprints downfield. Bumped off Sanchez. Went back about 10 metres. Now Whitelock on for his great mate Brodie Retallick. Straightening is Leonard Brown. They'll go back the other way now, and Franks pops a short one to Whitelock. Perenara again, Goodhue in close. Oh, Ben Smith bouncing out of the first tackle. You could see the frustration there on the face of Moroney, who got up. Then he makes another tackle on Taylor, who gets it away to Naholo. Now penalty though, might be the same thing.
First man poking out, penalty. Poking out.
Well, they're defending reasonably well at the moment, Argentina, but they are narrow. So they're coming up reasonably quickly with good line speed, but by being narrow, I mean they're right inside the touchline. So if the All Blacks can get their passing, there are opportunities in those outside channels, which we've already seen lots of mini breaks come from.
Well, it's been quite a start to the test. And the Pumas have it from the line out. They use Lizana to try and punch it up in midfield before going back the other way. Sanchez floats it wide. Here's Ortega. Decio! Oh, losing it in contact. There was an opportunity to his right for Delgui. Now maybe the All Blacks can counter-attack from their own line. Goodhue changes the angle and offloads it away to middle Scudder. He's taken by a tackle, just creeping up a little there, Kramer, but the referee happy. Quick hands could make space for the All Blacks, although it was taken into contact by Owen Franks. Now Mo'unga shows and goes. Low pass picked up by Reed, got it away beautifully to Tui Nuku'ofi, just losing his footing as he got into space. Well, a frantic pace to the test match now. Smith looking for the offload. Well, it looked like it went forward. Referee says come back. Well, the players are fighting for it downfield. They haven't heard the whistle. Big noise in the crowd here, and play carried on, but they'll come back for the forward pass.
Oh, that was classical, though, wasn't it? Tui Nuku'ofi pushes through a couple of defenders, but his momentum was going forward. He just couldn't quite retain his feet. But again, as mentioned, they're very narrow. Look at the way Moroni has come in there. He's come away and he's left his winger isolated. The All Blacks had like a 4-on-2. They know the opportunities are there. They just have to be patient.
Prior to that, Ortega Decio had a big chance down the right-hand side, and it was a really good recovering tackle from Sam Whitelock to get across and level him, and he lost the ball, which gave them the opportunity, of course, to counter-attack. But, man, what a start for Shannon Frizzell, playing in front of his home crowd. Has he made an impact or what?
Well, he certainly has, no doubt about it. His running lines are very good. He's explosive, and he's just running off that first receiver, which is a forward predominantly for the All Blacks in their game pattern. You can see the nice little pop passes. He's finding himself in space, and then the havoc that he's creating is because he's busting through tackles. And then when he brings defenders in, recognises that there's space on the outside, doesn't take the contact, offloaded to Cody Taylor. Really well balanced at the moment, Shannon Frizzell. Excellent 22 minutes.
Yeah, and you're dead right, Justin. The reason why they're getting space out wide is because of the threat inside.
I don't want any issue.
And those big guys are offloading to other big guys so effectively. The handling has been outstanding for the All Blacks so far. Argentina trying to match it with their own game plan, which is similar, but the ball skills and the pace of it is just not quite the same at the moment.
Shoulder inside.
Well, it's already starting to look like a very exciting option for the All Blacks. Remember, Liam Squire not playing in this test. But Frizzell, they are creating opportunities, and he is taking them.
Fine. Set.
And Tahoe, they've got to sort the scrum out, the Pumas. That's better. Boffelli coming up to take it on the left. Now they go right. Kramer, penalty. Well, this time against the Pumas leaving their feet. I think it was Lavanini.
And free clear from the side.
In fact, he went in the side.
Yeah, he did. He went in the side, and he was off his feet as well. Didn't manage to find anybody to clean out. Well, he'd be a little happier, Ledesma, that they managed to actually get a platform from their scrum to launch something within Argentina.
He's always been such a great strength. I mean, you think about the awesome props they've had over the years. He was part of a great front row at the 2007 World Cup, but guys like Federico Mendes and Diego Cash, they'll see those scrums going backwards. They'll be not happy. Reed wins the line out. Perenara at first receiver. And Frizzell again smashing onto it. Offload away to Goodhue. Breaking his way into the 22 and still staying on his feet. What power from the young centre. Frank's waiting for it. Coming at him was Lavanini. A tackle that had to be made just to try and break up the momentum. Savia now. Going low on him was Landajo. All Blacks get another penalty.
You have to release, assist tackler. You take the man.
Yeah, that was Creevy. He never released as the tackler, the tackled player, which was Savia. The line-out's going really well for the All Blacks. I'm not surprised with this option. It's well within Richie Mo'unga's capability to kick this, but the line-out is proving so valuable at the moment. I think they want to apply some pressure in that zone. Goodhue, man, powerful. They couldn't get him down.
Well, a glimpse there of the future, the years to come. Goodhue, Frizzell, two players right at the dawn of their international careers. Frizzell used as a line-out option this time, and now they drive it away. There it is for the All Blacks. Franks trying to trample over the topple of Lizana. Reed now. Perenara, away it goes to Barrett. Scott Barrett losing it though in contact. And the referee, we'll just see if there's any advantage here. Well, Maroney thought about passing, opted to kick. And it's a long one. Big chase back for Ben Smith. Milner Scudder there. If he wants to counter or put the kick up, the option is the kick. Milner Scudder tearing after it. Sanchez coming forward, got nowhere near it. And it's Owen Franks who helps himself. Sanchez still looking for the ball. Still can't find it. And again, it's quick hands and into space. Down the left goes Waisaki Naholo now. Turns it back in field where Cody Taylor was waiting. Couldn't quite take it though. Gosh, frantic pace to this game. And now the Pumas maybe with a chance to break out. Lizana. To the short side they go. And Mojano, who scored that brilliant try earlier, and does well too. Gets it away to Petty, scooped up by Landaho. Mojano again.
No.
Well, they've got such talent out wide, the Pumas. And they're trying to use it. Sanchez. De La Fuente. Trying to spin out of the defence is Ortega Decio. Lays it back nicely. Landaho comes across. Kramer now. All Blacks have got hands on it though. Oh, some great work at the breakdown by Sam Whitelock. Wins the penalty. Perenara wanted to take it quickly.
He doesn't touch you, you have to play here. He doesn't touch you now.
Well, again, it was excellent counter-attack from Argentina. They very nearly created something, running strong and hard.
Yeah, correct.
And their intent this evening is admirable. They know that to beat the All Blacks, they're going to have to come here and play rugby against them. And whenever they get a turnover, they're quite prepared to counter. Here's the work of Sam Whitelock. Down and over the ball. A couple of players have a go at moving and they can't. Excellent work.
A bit of a hush around the crowd. Everyone draws breath. So much movement. Reed wins the line out. Away comes Savia now. Smashing into the tackle of Creevy and through it. Perenara now. Away to Barrett. All Blacks putting some real stress now on the Pumas defence. Perenara away to Tui Nukuafe. Frizzell scoops it up now. Owen Franks. He puts a shoulder in. Savia. Well, plenty of numbers away to the left. They go to Barrett for another lunge forward. Perenara trying to get it out quickly. Mo'unga, short ball to Goodhue, just short of the line.
Release.
Referee plays advantage. Perenara. TJ Perenara scores the try. Unbreakable. They were for a while, but they couldn't hold out the Pumas.
They rolled their sleeves up, the All Black forwards. Perenara, dangerous, so close to the line. He's strong, he's elusive. But some of the carrying before that, Franks a couple of times, Tuinukuafe, Savia featured off the back of the line out. But also the work of Scott Barrett and the carries that he made. Goodhue goes close off of a short ball from Mo'unga. And then TJ Perenara, there's still plenty of defenders here, but he's strong and his body position is absolutely perfect to enable him to reach out and bang it down.
Yeah, and he'll be the first to thank the forwards, and there's one of them there, Nicolas Sanchez, who's been quite prominent with ball in hand. You wondered about that. We haven't seen him start for the All Blacks, of course. Was he going to have the same effect as, say, Joe Moody, who's just very good in that department? But yes, he is. And Owen Franks, he's still 3 or 4 metres away from his first Test try, but the amount of times he's getting his hands on the ball tonight, you wouldn't bet against it. Great finishing from the All Blacks, good patience on that occasion. They'll be happy with that upstairs. It's taken a bit to break them, though. You've got to hand it to Argentina.
Well, they held and they held and they held under great stress. Well, they couldn't prevent the try. Kick away to the right.
So lethal, that close to the line. TJ Perenara reaches out, and a timely and opportune try for the All Blacks. They've been pressing hard.
So the All Blacks now out to 15-7. 31 minutes have gone. Seen long periods of attacking play from both teams. We've seen a couple of outstanding tries already. Crowd absolutely loving this. Mo'unga puts it high out towards the wing. And well, eventually being scrambled back on the Puma side. It's Landaho in the middle of that. And so Garcia Bota, well, he was going to play halfback. But the penalty goes against Argentina.
Booking out by White. Oregon.
And Landaho gets up and he's not amused.
No, he's not. Masaki Naholo was heavily involved in that. He was the one who went up for the ball. Obviously, there was a ball on the ground. I wasn't sure whether or not he had knocked this on. As it goes to ground, he reaches out for it. No, he doesn't get his hands on it. Landaho does, and then he gets to his feet. And we know that he's very good over the ball, Waisaki Naholo.
Well, this becomes a very crucial 7 or 8 minutes for Argentina.
Savia wins the line out, punching onto it. Mo'unga taking it to the line nicely and then feeding off to Goodhue. Sets it well. Reid. The All Blacks really looking to lift the tempo now before the break. This time it's a short pass from Frizzell away to Taylor. Smith just had to wait for the pass, but now Mo'unga senses a gap. Turns it back in field to Reid. And again, under pressure, that Pumas defence. Whitelock wanted it. Gets it away to Milner Scudder. Tapped on by Franks. But unable to control it there was Cody Taylor. It goes into touch.
Well, they know it's there. There's space here. The way Argentina are defending, they're just turning in, they're coming up straight. If they're going to have a talk at half-time, they won't be happy with them just probably being a little impatient to get it there. At the moment, the All Blacks have already had 6 handling errors trying to find that space. It'll come. Just got to persevere and be patient.
Creevy taken down by Petty. We'll look for a good exit here. Just an opportunity to maybe settle things down a little. But Milner Scudder showing a lot of urgency to get after the ball just to keep alive the prospect of a quick throw. Just went a bit too far into touch. Well, what a sight from above. Not much time to enjoy it because the All Blacks are playing this game at breakneck speed. Mo'unga, ball bobbling away though as he attempted to offload it. Del Guy, he's had to do a lot of defending out on the right. Back to Sanchez. Couldn't put it out on the full. Nice angle on the kick though. Going back, showing plenty of composure was Naholo. Milner Scudder. Good distance on the punt. Hasn't gone into touch though. Now Sanchez decides to have a go and breaks. Nico Sanchez. He's got a man outside him. It's Moroni. And he's in. Oh, what a try, Matias Moroni.
Oh, the TJ Perenara didn't give up. It's just a matter of whether he got it down. before his feet went in touch, because Perenara actually ended up underneath him.
Yes. Kitty.
Got you.
First, I would have to look it out, not obstruction by 5 wide on the black player. And after we have a look about the grounding, and if the foot is good, the
grounding looks good, foot on the line.
Yeah.
So okay, so looking for obstruction by 5 wide.
They just want to check. So when Sanchez went through, he did go through quite
then whether the
a sort of medley of players there, and it's whether or not he used one of his own players to evade an All Black defender to make that mini break that then set it all alight.
Well, Lavanini is the man.
Yeah.
Well, he was there, but did he move into his path, I guess, is the key, Justin?
Well, it's general play, isn't it? Where does he go? He didn't really use him as from. It's because of where Mo'unga came from.
Did he impede him having a decent crack?
It looks as though he can just about get to him, Pascal.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
He can make that tackle.
I think Mo'unga had a better go at it if Lavanini wasn't there, but...
Have a look, the angle, please.
Has Lavanini initiated contact, I guess is the key.
He certainly leant his shoulder towards Mo'unga by the look of that.
He changed direction.
And they're still looking at it, so I think this is the key to it. It almost looked like he was trying to get out of the way, didn't it, from that angle?
So for me, he doesn't cause any obstruction from my view.
Okay.
But
I think he's going to be unlucky, Lavanini.
Because I did at the time, I thought it was...
And Kiki, for you?
I think it sounds like they're happy to play on.
Nigel sounds happy.
We'll have a look at the grounding now.
The work of Perenara here was sensational. Really, you watch how he managed to wriggle his body around to get underneath the dive. So he wriggles around, gets his foot up. Now, does he get it down before his foot goes into touch?
Oh.
Hang on, no, it's okay now. And he's fine. His foot was in touch.
Well, if he's got the ball in his hand,
the red foot,
when his foot touches the line, that's out, isn't it?
It is, but I don't think it did. Did it touch the line?
Wow, that's touch and go there. Look, there may be a point where it just brushes the white line just initially there.
Wow, I don't know. Can you
call
definitively
that?
say yes?
What about there with the sprigs there too as well?
Gosh, it deserves a try, really, doesn't it? This might give us a better idea.
Yeah.
Certainly
okay, Pascal, I've got a decision for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The foot is in touch before he grounds it.
22.
So no try. Yeah,
no try.
Oh, well, in the end, it's I guess, a fantastic tackle by TJ Perenara.
It was. The way that he got his leg in the difficult position, which meant that he had to reach out. Moroni. Oh, that's tough on Argentina. Really tough.
Well, from that first angle, it looked like the completion of a tremendous try, but this guy just was not to be denied. He looked pretty happy with himself, doesn't he?
Yep.
Moroni denied what would have been another sensational Pumas try. Well, they've come here with attacking intent. Their old game maybe has deserted them at times when they need it. But there's no question, there is a willingness to run the ball. Boffelli, they can get him involved too. He can cut some capers. Oh, straight up the middle goes Creevy. Ben Smith stands his ground, makes the tackle.
Ball available.
Now the Pumas have found a gear. Tetas Chaparro put on the ground. Oh, another penalty at the breakdown. Didn't need that.
No.
Well, that was Frizzell.
First man
that time.
on feet, all in on.
Again, he just stayed in the fight. Shannon Frizzell. Lovely break from Creevy, the captain. And as they swung it back across from left to right, player was slightly isolated and Frizzell was on him quick as a flash.
Oh, brilliant fingertip control and balance from Mojano. Has shown moments of absolute brilliance in this game, and that was another one of them. Gosh, we're seeing some skills in these perfect conditions, and now here is Boffelli. Can he link up with the man outside? It's Delguy. stepping back in field, taken on the 22. Well, the Pumas now threatening to finish the first half in style. Landajo, Sanchez now. Nice offload to keep it going. De La Fuente, Ortega Decio. Taylor trying to get hands on the ball in there, but it's still there for the Pumas. Well, showing real character and plenty of flair. Out into midfield it goes, and Boffelli. They have to watch him. De La Fuente stabbing one through. Moroni getting after it, and this one's going to roll into touch just. Wasn't a bad kick.
It's a good option. Just overcooked it a little bit. If he'd just taken a little bit of the pace off it, could have been real problems for the All Blacks. They had the option, the All Blacks, either the drop out 22 or to take the scrum from where it was kicked. They've gone for the scrum with it going so well. A reasonably confident choice. There's a break from Boffelli. Gets through the Mo'unga tackle on the outside. And certainly they look dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not sure that kick was the right option, to be fair. Maybe if it had been better directed, you could have argued for it, but they were going so well and were breaking All Black tackles. They're finishing the half better, and now they've given the All Blacks the last opportunity with ball in hand.
And I think that expression tells a little story. De La Fuente, if I'd had that one again, I might have done something different. It wasn't a bad attempt.
I certainly think the kick was on. It just needed to be weighted better. No doubt. Richie Mo'unga was struggling. He was the only defender coming across.
Set. Square.
Again, the All Black scrum ascendant, and another penalty. Well, they know now they can fall back on that any time they like in this test match. Just breaks up that great momentum that the Pumas had, Justin.
Yeah, it's a real problem for them that they're going to have to stop the bleeding at halftime, talk about it, find out what's going wrong, because it's proving very costly at the moment.
And again, Tui Nukuafe, who's been giving Tetas Chaparro a hard time. Chaparro having switched across from loose head to tight head for this test. Reed wins another line out. Mo'unga. Now Leonard Brown breaking and gets it into space beautifully here for Adi Savia. Back on his feet and driving ahead to the 22. And now the All Blacks look to have the last say in the half. Reed straightening. Siren goes. Well, it'd be a real heartbreaker for the Pumas if the All Blacks could score here. Ben Smith thrown to the ground. Oh, penalty.
On the side.
Oh, what do you do here? Take the 3, or maybe look to really put one between the shoulder blades, Justin?
I think this is a good option from Kieran Reid. It's been a combative first half. It's been physical. Argentina probably have the rub of the green in the last 10 minutes. This is a good chance for Mo'unga after the break from Anton Leonard-Brown onto Savia and the subsequent penalty, just to get a little bit more scoreboard pressure on Argentina. Take that 3, providing Mo'unga gets it.
Geez, outstanding Creevy at being in the right place at the right time, slowing things down, isn't he? He gets penalised a lot, but gee, the amount of time he's involved in those tackles and those breakdowns midfield.
Me too. We're the same way. Same page.
Made a good bust 2 moments ago. Noel Tetas Chaparro, who hasn't had a happy first half. He's the man who eventually tried to knock the ball out of the halfback's hands, and it's given the All Blacks this opportunity here to finish the half with a penalty. Mo'unga on target, and at half-time at Trafalgar Park in Nelson, the All Blacks lead the Pumas by 18-7. Beautiful night in Nelson, tremendous first half. All Blacks lead 18-7. Let's hear from the assistant coaches, Ian Foster of New Zealand, Pablo Bosa of Argentina with Smithy.
Well, Ian, what have you talked about in there? Because there's been some good stuff and some stuff I imagine needed some conversation.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff, and that probably made it a bit more frustrating, didn't it? Like, we had a lot of times we got them behind them, and then we just weren't able to I guess, make good decisions post-line break. Then we ended up with slow ball and got a bit static, and that got us in trouble. So, you know, the positives, we're making the holes, but we've just got to start executing better once we're through.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Cheers, Smithy.
Pablo, interesting 40 minutes, tremendous pace in the game, real pace from the All Blacks in particular. How do you feel you've coped with that, and what have you said in there?
Yeah, I think we missed a couple of times. We have to score 2 more tries, and then we are not doing well in the first tackle. We have All Blacks have some clean breaks because we missed the first tackle, so we speak that in the changing room.
Did you speak about the scrum at all? Can you do something about that?
Yeah, we are under pressure in the scrum. We talk about that, so we try to correct for the second half.
Good luck. Thank you. Cheers.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yes, they've missed a couple of opportunities, but a couple of standout players in this game already, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. Shannon Frizzell had an excellent first half, very, very dominant with ball in hand and also defensively. And equally for Argentina, they had some great performers as well. They'll be very excited about the start of the second half. Can they get themselves back into this match quickly?
So the second half starts in Nelson. And Anton Leonard-Brown, who came on in the first half for Ngani Laumapet, who crossed the field at halftime, not looking in great shape. Looks like he might have a reasonably serious knee injury. Brodie Retallick, the other casualty of the first half. Pumas have it from the breakdown. So turnover possession and a great opportunity for them early in the second half. Tetaz Chaparro takes them to within a few metres of the line. Ortega Decio now. Real urgency about the Pumas. Petty waiting for it, Moroney, but it goes to Tetaz Chaparro. Landaho now, Sanchez! Can't quite get there. Good defence from the All Blacks. Now putting his head down is Lavanini, and he's caught just short. Sanchez calling for it. And he's got it. The dummy from Sanchez! He's over! Oh, what a great start to the second half from the Pumas.
Oh, absolutely. I said, can they get themselves back into the game and do it quickly? Well, they've done it. 1 minute 20 it took them. Absolutely excellent defence off the kickoff. It was Shannon Frizzell who took it into contact, and he met Lavanini. And somehow through that, it transpired that Argentina turned the ball over. From there, they had 2 or 3 digs. The likes of Lavanini featured again, and then Sanchez, he wants the ball, he's demanding it, he's out the back, you can see there, gets it behind the forward runner, spots a bit of a mismatch, steps off his left foot, and he's got too much pace for the covering Cody Taylor.
Yeah, he was eyeing Owen Franks the whole time, wasn't he? He said, if I can get outside him, I can beat him. He did that. Cody Taylor coming across, couldn't do it. A little bit of concern from Kieran Reid. Let's get the troops back together. We only had a meeting 2 minutes ago, but boy, have we been set back in our tracks. Wonderful patience and build up to that try from Argentina.
Now the conversion from wide out is successful. Well, they were denied before halftime, but not this time. Beautifully taken by Sanchez. 18-14 the score. The All Blacks have got a bit to think about. Turning over possessions from what looked like a routine kickoff. Ortega Decio with the big crossfield run. They'll go back to Sanchez, who's closing in on that record of Felipe Contempomi. He won't be worried about that now. It's the scoreboard. All Blacks take it quickly, though. Perenara tried to get it back in field to Goodhue, and eventually scooped up by Delgui, and off he goes. Chance out here on the left for the Pumas. Well, an exhilarating start to the second half. Mojano now cut down just short of the 22. Well, they've come out breathing fire. Kramer now. Landaho. Garcia Botta has a charge, the loose head prop. Well, real energy, enthusiasm, and a bit of confidence about the Pumas attack now. Sanchez is orchestrating everything. Petty with the head up. Sanchez again. Tackle had to be made by Barrett. Now De La Fuente puts another kick in, and this one putting some real pressure on Mo'unga at the back, loses it, and Ben Smith in his in goal, nowhere to go. That'll be a 5-metre scrum.
Now, what did they speak about at half-time, Argentina? No doubt the scrum was a hefty topic because they've got a magnificent opportunity here off the kick. Mo'unga's the only player going back, can't control it under pressure from Dalgi, and Ben Smith gets pinned inside his own in goal. So a massive, massive opportunity here for Argentina to launch if they can get the set piece.
Great work from Dalgi, made not one but 2 tackles. And now it comes down to that scrum. Can they hold it together and set something up?
Boy, I tell you, it's really on. We just saw that from that wide shot there, the cross kick from Sanchez. If he has the courage for it, you can see right on the far side, Mo'unga. There's a big opportunity for that kick pass type scenario if they can get good platform.
Well, this is where the pressure's been coming from on the Pumas. But this time they hold. Although coming around quickly was Perenara. And I have to launch it from static play. Creevy's over the ball. Ortega Decio looks interested. He has a go, swamped by 3 All Black forwards. Now Landajo goes a little wider of the ruck to Kramer. Well, big moments in the test here for the Pumas. Sanchez again, wide pass De La Fuente. Frizzell got out, made the tackle on him. Now, punching onto it is Lavanini. Taken by his opposite, Whitelock. Well, they can be patient here. The Pumas have just got to look after the ball, but awesome. Great work at the breakdown. Artie Savia claims the penalty.
On his feet, first man. 7 blocks.
Wow, how did he do that, Artie Savia? He probably had to reach over at least 2 players to get his hands on the ball and then have the strength to maintain his feet and win the penalty. And what a vital one it was. They were really threatening Argentina there. Nothing too fancy about it. Here's the carry, there's Savia. And you can see they try to shift him 2 or 3 players, but he's too strong.
Change in the front row for the All Blacks. Offer Tu'ungafasi on for Owen Franks.
Franks was heading to the near side. Now has to make the long run over. Offer Tu'ungafasi. Just 6 minutes into the second half. Franks' night in front of the crowd here. Of course, his home province comes to an end. Still not far from here in Motueka. All Black scrum's been good. Now the change is made. Barrett comes to the front of the line out. All Blacks just looking to settle things down here. Make a nice drive away too. With a good 10 or 15 metres. Perenara goes to the air. Naholo giving chase. Waiting for it, Delgui. Naholo though, got in his face. Referee says come back. There was a penalty. They were offside at the ruck, the Pumas.
Number 3 going down and collapse the maul.
Oh no, collapse maul.
Had to have been. Yeah, it was a really well set maul from the All Blacks. And they got it moving forward nicely, and there was no way that it was going to ground unless Argentina brought it to ground, and they did that illegally. He didn't initially pick it up, but I think he got the call from Nigel Owens, the touch judge, that it was in fact an infringement from Argentina. Yeah, there's the player there.
Titas Chaparro.
Yeah.
So, All Black throw on the 22. Over the top it goes, and here's Titas Chaparro, the man who just gave away the penalty, says, I'll give you some back. Moroni pops it into space, and awesome, nice work. Moving the ball out of the danger zone from Mujano. Landajo really in his element now. Long kick, not a great one though. Plenty of time for Ben Smith to sum things up. Here's Naholo, who came across in support, looking for the offload, wasn't on. Perenara swings it away. Taylor, who looks so dangerous when he's running wide. Now Savia, met with strong force by Lavanini. Ben Smith in at first, receiver, spots a hole! Saw Creevy, had him on, and beat him on the outside, and he's still going. Great opportunity here now for the All Blacks. Good show! Reid, close, over!
Ben Smith ignites the All Blacks. He did spot the mismatch. He skinned Creevy. To Creevy's credit, he did come back and get him once the fullback started to step, but the damage was well and truly done. Gets on the outside, stays on his feet. There's Creevy who gets back into the fight, but the quick recycle of ball from Perenara was there, lightning fast. Goodyew hits a good line, nice pass on from him, and Reid, he had a mountain of work to do, but he's too big and strong, the All Black captain.
Well, Nicolas Sanchez has had a very good game tonight, but he made a big mistake there. His kick was an errant one. You spotted it, Tony. He kicked it straight down the throat of Ben Smith, who linked up with Naholo and then got the pass from the ensuing ruck. So he found the mismatch. Kieran Reid outside Goodyew. The All Blacks, as they tend to do, you give them half a chance to bounce back. They will do that. Yeah. And Argentina guilty of a poor kick, presenting that to them. 2 changes for Argentina, so 16 for 2. So Montoya in jersey number 16 for Creevy, and 18 for 3, which leaves Gaston Cortez in jersey 18, and that is for Tete Chaparro. Sanchez takes over the captaincy for Argentina.
Well, the Pumas moments ago were threatening the All Black line. That great turnover affected by Ardie Savia. The counter-attack, and now the chance to convert from Mo'unga. Lovely kick from out wide. It's over. And the All Blacks out to 25-14. Just gotta love what Goodyew does here too. The draw and pass. Reid had plenty of work to do. Suddenly, the margin out to 11 points. Perenara. And Mo'unga, they came at him, but this time he's gone high and chasing after it. Naholo got a hand to it, but it bounces away for Sanchez. Here's Boffelli. They really haven't been able to get him into the game enough. Now they need him to. Garcia Botta, well, he hit it up hard. He didn't look too good when he made contact. Slowly back to his feet. Just a little indecision there, but now Sanchez has it. Trying to glide his way through the heavy traffic. There for Landajo. Now Lavanini just held around the ankles by Ofa Tuanafasi. Moroni now setting it on the 10. Lavanini has another go. Sanchez, De La Fuente, now beautiful ball away to Lizana. Boffelli. Oh, Milner Scudder trying to bring him to ground. Easier things to do. Well, the Pumas know they've got to strike back here. Montoya, good bustling run from him. Landajo, now Petty. Lavanini, the 2 locks working together. Now here's Ortega Decia. Pops it over the top, too far over the top. Another promising move breaks down.
Just keep an eye on Shannon Frizzell in back play. He stayed down just momentarily after that last tackle. He doesn't look that flash in midfield. It's him just walking into the back line now. Gee, what a great tackle. Ardie Savia retreating too.
And Goodyew, the man there that's just been attended. I think he's got a bit of a loose boot there. There's just tying the lace, but the work rate of him to get across. They were patient there, Argentina. 12 phases, nearly made something happen.
Well, they've been fiercely competitive, but now getting into that danger zone, nearing that 55-minute mark, the 60-minute mark, where in the past they've tended just to fall away a little. Perenara kicking long, but not out. Delguy takes it. Boffelli calls for it, but Delguy says, I got this, and off he goes! Bautista Delguy stepping. Great run from the winger. All Blacks contesting the ball, but eventually it comes clear. They'll look to get it wide. Here's Montoya. He really had some wallop off the bench. De La Fuente trying to jag a little kick through there, but it rebounds away into touch.
Boy, they're dangerous. This back three for Argentina. Delguy, footwork, speed, spots the gap. Good tackle for Mo'unga.
Lozana wins the line out. Real urgency about them again. They know if they're going to have a shot at history, they really want to be the team that scores next. Sanchez, Boffelli, he's trying to get involved, but they know the threat that he poses. Lavanini met with force. Cody Taylor leading the defensive line penalty.
You play the ball when you're off feet.
Playing it on the ground.
When you're off feet, you play the ball with your left hand.
And it's a shot, I think, coming up here. They want the three.
And they probably deserve it on the balance of the last 5 minutes. So I think
Going too far.
Nico Sanchez, who is now the captain, is Ledesma, he'll be pleased with the way that they've approached the second half.
No, you tell me.
If you actually look at it on balance, they've dominated it right from kickoff. It's just that the All Blacks, how lethal they are in one little period, managed to strike and get this disparity on the scoreboard. But he'll be really pleased with what they've achieved, particularly in the last 5-6 minutes. And Sanchez, I think, wants to bank a few points just to reward them for that effort.
Well, this is a kick. That would be a big moment in the career of this man. There it goes. It's over. 25-17 is the score.
2 changes for the All Blacks coming up. So Tim Perry about to join the fray, and also we're led to believe that Kieran Reid will make way for Luke Whitelock in jersey 20, with Sam Whitelock taking over the captaincy. That's in the near future.
Well, with that successful shot at goal, Nico Sanchez has become the highest point scorer for Argentina. Goes past Felipe Contepomi. He won't be thinking about that at the moment. He'll be thinking about further inroads into this 8-point All Black lead. Sam Whitelock carrying it forward. Mo'unga now. Cody Taylor, who's had a strong game. Frizzell there, running off his shoulder. Goodhue now, running straight and hard was Naholo. All Blacks really looking to quicken things up around the breakdown. Savia, another bustling run from him.
No.
Slowed it down though, the Pumas. Ben Smith taking it at first receiver. Now Mo'unga moves it on Taylor. Although, look at the defence there of Matias Moroni, the man who was so, well, narrowly denied towards the end of the first half. Leonard Brown, little show of the ball, breaks the first line of defence, breaks the second. He's got TJ Perenara inside him, and he's got 2.
Oh, did I mention lethal? And again, for Argentina, they haven't learned. It was the long kick from Sanchez, aimless. Just banged it down there and said to the All Blacks, come back at us, and they said, rightio, we will. They built momentum, they built phases, nice and patient. Big work from Adi Savia, and then Anton Lienert-Brown, just a little show and go, then the speed to evade 3 defenders. TJ Perenara, support lines perfect, and he goes under the post for his second of the night.
Well, you talk about the depth that the All Blacks possess, none better in the midfield at the moment, and he is such a good player, Anton Lienert-Brown, in terms of what he does in the minutes that he gets. He's always creative, and he's always threatening the defence with his running lines. That time he found a great friend on his right shoulder in TJ Perenara, but Lienert-Brown out of nothing really. So All Blacks have made changes. As I said, Reid is gone for Luke Whitelock, and also 22 for 11, so that's Damien McKenzie for Waisaki Naholo. And for Argentina, a test debut, Tony, for Juan Pablo Zeiss in jersey 17, and 99 is on as well, Alimano for Petty.
Yeah, time on.
There's Sanchez. Pumas now finding themselves down 32-17. They've made so much play, but once again, it just comes down to the big difference, really, between the All Blacks and so many of their opponents. It's the ability to turn opportunities into points. Nobody does it better. Perenara's high kick again, contestable, and here's the new man, Juan Pablo Zeiss from a very remote, beautiful part of the world, Patagonia. We haven't had too many rugby players come out of there in the past. Landajo, Sanchez, desperate times now, but an intercept pass is thrown. Milner Scudder throws one back. Delguy, well, he's nailed by Perenara. Now the Pumas just have to be careful not to let their frustration get the better of them. Sanchez, little no-look pass to Boffelli, took it well too. Certainly contributing mightily to this test match, but behind by a good margin now on the scoreboard as Ortega Decio gets a nice offload away to Delguy. That was Kramer. Terry coming through. Another of the Tasman players in the All Black squad. High ball, McKenzie getting up. Now, 2 players grabbing at it. I think Delguy's got the better of that contest. Zeiss, Cortez, the 2 props off the bench working together. Ball squirting out the back. Landajo, Whitelock, that's Luke Whitelock making the tackle on him. Mojano, who really set the test match alight with his early try. Pumas in to get width on the ball. Moroni picks and goes again. He's a quality player, Matthias Moroni. Both as a 15-a-side and a 7-a-side player. Getting a little slowly to his feet. Sanchez, who's been trying everything, but Lezana spinning as he took it, couldn't hold it, but it's a penalty against Shannon Frizzell.
Throwing the kitchen sink, it's fatiguing them. There's quite a few hands on hips and a few players walking a little, but they just have given it everything so far in this match. They're really asking questions of the All Blacks defensively. The All Blacks have already made 117 tackles to only 90 by Argentina, so they certainly are asking questions, no doubt about it.
Well, the All Blacks have kept this one in field, and it could backfire on them. Oh, that was anyone's. Perenara puts it down.
He's always in the right place at the right time, TJ Perenara, isn't he?
Well, it was booted through by the Pumas. Ball going all over the place, and well, you don't get a bounce in a situation like that. You might start to think it's not going to be your night.
No, it was a horrible bounce, wasn't it?
Pablo Matera in jersey 20 for Thomas Lezana.
Was it Ben Smith on the far side?
Yes, it was.
Trying to keep the ball in play. Almost backfired spectacularly.
It did.
White.
And Ben Smith giving chase. Eventually it was snared. on the far side by Mujano.
17.
Gosh, he's looked good tonight too.
The whole back three have looked very dangerous.
Blue substitution.
You can think ahead to next year's World Cup. They'll probably have one Imhoff back. Tukale, of course, he's out injured at the moment. There's Boffelli. He's just getting better and better.
21 for 9 for the Pumas. So Kubeli on in 21, and that, of course, is for Landaho. And Nathan Harris on in jersey 16 for the All Blacks.
So first throw from Harris, and it's picked off by Alemano, who really is a line-out specialist, the big lock. So one against the throw, not a great start for Harris. And the Pumas come at them again. Sanchez bangs one high, coming out of the clear night sky inside the 22. Everyone grabbing for it. I think the Pumas have got this. They have. Kubeli away to Moroney. Good tackle, desperate tackle made by Milner Scudder. I mean, he couldn't get the ball away. Kubeli again. Lavanini. Now Alemano.
Leave it 20.
Man whose line-out steal has given them this opportunity. Sanchez, Boffelli looking to step and go around the outside. Can't do so. Very good tackle made by Leonard Brown. There again for Kubeli, waiting for it. Matira offloads nicely away to Delgui. Leonard Brown makes another tackle, nicely scooped up by Boffelli to keep it going. Now punching onto it is Sanchez. Perenara made the tackle. He almost had them broken there.
From the gate, complete.
Kubeli. They've had to do plenty of defending in this game. The Pumas are keeping them honest. They just can't find their way to the line.
We're away.
I think they're going to bin the three now.
They should have binned it last time, but however, they're not going to beat the All Blacks in threes. We say that every time they play against them, so quite rightly they're going to go for the corner here. Gee, what a fantastic take under pressure from Boffelli, the fullback, and that high kick. Surrounded by about 5 All Blacks, he won that. He's had a strong game.
And I'll tell you who else has had a strong game. That's TJ Perenara. 2 tries this evening, but some of the work, think of the first half, that try saver on Moroni. The bounce of the ball just before he is Johnny on the spot, and that was the tackle that needed to be made on Sanchez. He was through otherwise, and Perenara cleaned him up. He's been excellent tonight.
Yeah, reveling in a starting opportunity. Doesn't get that many. Obviously, Aaron Smith, regarded as one of the best, if not the best in the business. But Perenara, this time converting his talents from an impact player.
Very disappointed, sorry Tony, very disappointed Moroney leaving the field in 13 at this point, and he's been replaced by Juan Cruz Malia.
Well, they go down the back. And the referee playing advantage. All Blacks might have been a bit early on the drive there to try and stop them. Ball goes loose. But it's still play on. Kubeli, referee ducks out of the way. Sanchez puts another one high. This is anyone's. Loose ball, and Sam Whitelock's there, but they'll come back for the penalty.
No.
A bit of push and shove. Sanchez needs to be a little careful about who he starts taking on.
Yeah, if you're going to pick on someone, make sure he's around about the same size as usually the general rule of thumb. Unless you're a halfback, of course.
Yeah, unless you're Justin Marshall.
Pick on everyone. So big decision here. The scrums looked a lot better in the second half.
You push only on the lifter. They're not landing. You put early
tried
push
to work a peel off the back of the line out there. Argentina didn't quite happen simply because the All Blacks illegally went early. So they're going to bin the scrum and opt for the line out again.
You cannot push on the lifter early.
They didn't allow him to get to ground, and then that subsequent peel off the back wasn't able to happen.
Well, they've won a few off the All Black throw. It's perhaps the most important one of their game, and it's Alemano who goes up and takes it.
Well set.
Yeah, Montoya has it in the back. Well, this is one of the great traditional strengths of Argentine rugby. The All Blacks, though, doing a pretty good job defending it, and the ball is on the ground.
Ball is available. No hands. Ball is...
Kubeli desperately trying to get it out of there.
Ball is available.
Perry cleaned out in no uncertain terms.
No.
There's a look one way, then the other. Eventually it comes. Lavanini, desperate to get his hands on the ball. They go beyond him. They look to get it wide. De La Fuente trying to jig his way through, but he can't. Lavanini now. Right out in front of the posts here. Montoya, oh, great defence. Whitelock and Perry it was making the tackle. Arm goes out again. All Blacks need to be careful here.
Wait, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Oh, no, I ref. Okay. Tackler, roll away and release.
Well, an Argentinian talking to a Frenchman using sign language, I think. 1, 2, 3 penalties, he said.
He's not sure what to do here, Sanchez. He's looking at both touch lines. Sure, it's a perfect place to set a scrum. It really is. They've just got to back their scrum.
Oh, more than 3, wasn't it? 5 on the bounce. But those last 3 in very quick succession.
Without argument, this is one of the hardest positions to defend. This close to the line, obviously, you're vulnerable to the little kick in behind, so the fullback's got to be alert for that. They'll defend flat up in the line, Ben Smith. And obviously, when the team stack players in behind the scrum, as they've done here, Argentina, with Buffelli and Sanchez, it makes it hard to decipher which side they're going to go. But as we look at it now, and the way they're set up, if they can get good quick ball and a nice platform, it's certainly on to come to the right for Sanchez and Buffelli.
Well, a combination too between 8 and 9 here, or 8 and 21 as it is now, Justin, is crucial at a scrum that might be under pressure. They've got to have something up their sleeve. He's a key man at the back. Ortega Decio, if this scrum starts to feel it.
Just would like to see Dalgi on the right wing just flatten right up, so he's an option, and it makes Milner Scudder have to hold his whip. He's a little bit deep there.
Set.
Well, the scrum has improved. This time the front rows go down. Referee happy to let it go.
Leave it.
Cabelli fires it away. Oh, lovely ball, and Buffelli is in. Oh, they set that up perfectly.
Yes, they did. And it was always on to come right. They'd set it up nicely. Sanchez went really early, so he showed his cards to the All Blacks. But what Buffelli did was he held his line and his depth, and so when Sanchez got it, the no-look pass was absolutely perfect. So there's Buffelli. He just times his run perfectly. He's committed as McKenzie, has to go in on Sanchez, and Buffelli's line is excellent.
The line is so close to the right-hand shoulder of Sanchez that it's very, very hard to defend. Beautiful line. Buffelli, he's been dangerous all night. He certainly has. He's got great reward there.
Now Sanchez with the conversion. And the margin tightens up again. It's 32-24. Great character being shown here by the Pumas.
The conversion is successful and the score is 32-24 to the All Blacks.
Confirming the threat that he poses to Emiliano Buffelli. What a great night it has been. And we've still got 10 to go. Alemano runs it back at the oncoming All Black players. And if they could somehow work another try, what a finish we'd be in for. High kick, better kick. Very contestable, but in the end taken nicely by Milner Scudder. Oh, McKenzie absolutely flattened there by Pablo Matera.
Timing, take the man here.
Oh, I said he was in the air.
Yeah, it's one of those debatable ones because McKenzie sort of jumped into him and he was already committed to making the tackle. It's a tough one. It's right under law. He's got it bang on the referee, but it's always tough as a defender. Like when he gets it, McKenzie sort of jumps. And as a defender, he was already committed. Look, he's watching, his head's down, and it's touch and go, isn't it? But yes, under the letter of the law, he gets it right, the referee.
So now it's a line out. 25 from the line, Harris.
Well, a debut, Tony, an All Black debut. He Tahuriorangi in jersey 21 in 9 very important moments.
And here he is, first touch in Test rugby from the man out of Rotorua Boys High School. Good, strong run too from Leonard Brown, who's been a standout since coming on in this game. Taken on by Savia. The All Blacks looking for the score that will put this one out of reach. Tu'unga Fasi has it in there. Now away it goes to McKenzie. Out the back door to Milner Scudder. Well, nice pass from McKenzie, but the defence holds. McKenzie again in the action. Goodhue moves it on. Ben Smith can't get past Mojano, who's been good on attack and defence. Tahuriorangi. Away it goes now. Tu'unga Fasi. Now Frizzell, who had a phenomenal first half. Latching onto that, though, was Kramer.
Play on, no corner. No corner by Blue.
Reclaimed, though, by Scott Barrett. Tahuriorangi fires it away to Whitelock. That's Luke Whitelock. Back they go the other way. McKenzie now. Damien McKenzie pops it back in field. Tahuriorangi chopped down about 6 short of the line. Now Frizzell onto it. Again, the All Blacks put the foot down. Savia, he's just short. Frizzell over for the try. Oh, what a moment for Shannon Frizzell.
Vintage All Blacks, under pressure, conceding a try. The scoreboard getting a little bit too tight for comfort, and they just roll their sleeves up and go to work. 16 phases later, Shannon Frizzell, the brute of a man that he's been this evening, barges his way over. Razzle-dazzle from McKenzie, expect nothing less. Gets through the contact here. Back on the inside, Tahuriorangi, who's had a very exciting start. Frizzell close, too strong.
Oh, gives the fins up to the local fans too. The kick is over. And the All Blacks stretch it out again, 39-24. What a night for Shannon Frizzell. His first start in a test, his second appearance. Phenomenal in the first half and a try in the second.
21,404 is the official crowd. A lot of them are Tasman folks, and they will take great pride in that. They would have been nervous 2 or 3 minutes ago, but the All Blacks, with their professionalism, will finish strong again.
Back in the action too, with ball in hand. Frizzell, Tahuriorangi, Perry, another Tasman player. There's a bit of a hospital pass, but Leonard Brown's been so good tonight, stayed strong, kept the ball alive. Savia's been all bristling aggression with ball in hand. McKenzie floating it wide. Ben Smith can't pick up a low one. Just for the benefit of you watching around the world, and welcome it belatedly, the old fins up the Tasman Mako, the local team. It's how they celebrate tries. This match being played in Nelson. There's Tahuriorangi, adds to the list of All Blacks coming out of Rotorua Boys High School.
A lot of pre-engagement as well.
8th, I think.
Pre-engaged. Both teams. Yeah, no good though. Both teams. Me too.
Looks composed too.
Yeah, like I said, plenty of energy, good exciting start. Just got into his work, his clearance was excellent. Here's the game tracker.
It's a great game tracker, that, because it just shows you how often the All Blacks strike back against
straight
a score,
away,
isn't it?
Yeah, good point.
Yep, 15, 18, 42, 49. Every time Argentina have got their way back into the game, the All Blacks have struck.
So the ball front row, the first, it was perfect. Now the last 2 scrum, we pre-engage. I don't need a pre-engage.
This has been a belter of a game.
Crutch.
Played in absolutely superb conditions. Beautiful ground conditions, overhead conditions. Terrific crowd. It just caps an absolutely memorable day in this beautiful city.
Absolutely, it does. Yeah, a success story through and through. First time they've played rugby on. This is a newly sown field. You can see it there. It's in pristine condition. It's the first game since they re-sowed it, and it looks immaculate. The players have loved it, and we've had an entertaining game.
They made a lot of commitments, and they've kept them about what they could put on here. Again, the All Black forward pack just owning the Pumas at scrum time. Ben Smith wants to get involved.
Never back 10 there, never back 10.
He's struggling to be back 2, I think.
10.
Yep, they have shown, I think, the people of this region a bit of that old New Zealand can-do attitude. They made an audacious bid to host this test. They've engaged the whole region, not just the rugby people, the whole community. It was an absolute joy to be around town today.
Certainly was.
The best thing, Justin, for me about this Argentinian performance is they haven't performed like this in their traditional way. They've done it in a different way, which has been so effective.
Yeah, they have contributed mightily to what has been a hugely entertaining test match. This little bit of dropsy there, unusual from Sam Whitelock.
And what I mean by that, Tony, is that normally you would expect power in the scrums, dominance at set piece time, but they haven't done it. They've done it in a running, aggressive, frantic style. He's got to be pleased.
Yeah, it's better.
Well, what reinforces this is the statistics. Argentina have dominated them. The only one they haven't dominated is the scoreboard. The All Blacks have had to make more tackles. Argentina's had better possession, better territory. They've asked the All Blacks to make more tackles. The All Blacks have fallen off more tackles. They've had more time inside. They've dominated everything apart from the scoreboard. And the stats that we've just rolled up reinforces their contribution to this game and how dominant they've actually been. But it just goes to show how lethal the All Blacks are.
They have a habit, the Pumas, of peaking for World Cups. They did it in 27, where they had a tremendous tournament there. They did it again in 2015.
Fine.
You get a feeling if they can iron out some of these issues that we've been talking about, they, again, have got the potential to have a huge impact on next year's tournament. And there's one of the men, too. He'll be central to Ortega Desio, powerful off the back. Lavanini, as always, is throwing everything at it. Sanchez getting it through the hands, but defensive. That was Tim Perry, I think, with the hit there was on Pablo Matera, and the ball's been spelled, and here's McKenzie. Damien McKenzie. Mo'unga out wide. He's taken just inside the 22, but it's still there. Tauriurangi away. Tuonga Fasi now. Tauriurangi, little no-whip pass. Oh, good show! What a wonderful try! Absolutely sensational.
Imagine how dangerous they would be if they dominated the stats. It's just super impressive to watch. And it's worth mentioning, obviously, there has been a few changes, so there would be a little bit of time to get the rhythm, but the rhythm is there right now at the moment. Started with a big tackle from Perry. Eventually they got the turn off, and the minute that McKenzie got the ball, nearly 21,000 people were on their feet because anything can happen. Good composure here, but he gets himself back involved. Really good from Tauriurangi. Nice offload from McKenzie. Good, who's been excellent all night. Oh, it's good to watch.
Oh, it's fantastic, all right. And now the scoreline's going to blow out a wee bit, and people who haven't seen this game will think it's been an All Black dominated game. Well, it hasn't been. It's just they've converted opportunities, and they have bounced back time and time again, which is, I think, a really pleasing thing. Steve Hansen, will talk to him shortly, but he will be pleased with a lot of areas of the way the All Blacks have played tonight. Perhaps not so much conceding tries, but the way they fought back, Tony.
All right, Richie Mo'unga ends his first full test match with a conversion. The scoreboard is cruel on Argentina, 46-24, but there is no denying the brilliance of this All Black team at converting any sniff of an opportunity into points. 46-24 final score. Well, Justin, it's been an absolute pleasure to be here, and I think everyone who's turned up tonight's glad they did.
Yeah, it's been a success story. The All Blacks introducing new players into the mix, the likes of Shannon Frizzell, who had an excellent game. Richie Mo'unga got his opportunity. Very prominent early on in the game. Tuinuki Afe, Tauriurangi off the bench, and then the likes of the Perenaras and co that got an opportunity, and Argentina's contribution. People here have been entertained. It's been a complete success. and thoroughly enjoyable occasion here at Trafalgar Park in Nelson.
A lot of those names you're talking about initially, they're all relatively new to this team too, showing the, I guess, the metamorphosis of the side as they look to build their depth. I mean, there'll be such disappointment amongst the Pumas because they were in the hunt. And who knows, Moroni so close just before half-time. Perenara had an excellent game tonight. Really took his opportunity. Good to see Milner Scudder back in test action, try-scoring action. Mo'unga, your thoughts on his performance? And in fact, we'll get those in just a moment from Justin because Kieran Reid is standing by now. His thoughts on the test.
Well, Kieran, first of all, congratulations on another comfortable test win, but it says that on the board, but maybe not.
No, definitely not. It was, you know, the Argies really brought it to us today. We expected that, and they were fantastic. And I think, you know, probably a lot of enterprise out there from us, but not too much accuracy. But I guess you look at the scoreboard, we went right there, but, you know, not up to our high standards, I guess.
What are the areas they put you under real pressure?
Look, I think they hunted well on the breakdown, slowed our ball down, and I think we just weren't quite there in terms of being able to get over the gain line. We probably went wide too early, didn't quite respect the ball enough.
Set piece, scrum was good.
Yeah, that was great. You know, our boys were amped for that battle because the Argies are fantastic in that area. So thought it was awesome from our lads. Put a bit of pressure on them, got some reward.
Line out, there was a couple that went astray, but by and large?
Yeah, look, it was okay. I think, you know, we're still probably not quite where we want to be in terms of delivering ball to our backs, but, you know, we just got to keep working on that, eh? It's really important we just keep building from week to week.
You made 7 changes going into this, and after 10 minutes you had to make 3 more, so it was a little bit unsettling. How do you gauge that performance with that amount of changes?
Yeah, look, it's hard. I think probably as All Blacks we might come off a little bit frustrated, but we've got to really take a win, mate, against a tough Argie side. To get a bonus point win, we're stoked with that, and thanks to all the fans that come out here in Nelson. It's been a fantastic week, and right behind us, so thank you very much.
Yeah, 21,404, the official crowd, Kieran. I think one of the things you'll look back on fondly about this is every time they put you under pressure and did score, you scored very quickly afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, we're able to just kick in front enough through that whole game. So, look, yeah, will be things to work on. We'll get back on Monday and look at those, but really stoked to get another win here and obviously in front of some home fans who haven't seen us before.
Okay, enjoy the night here in Nelson. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Okay, Augustine Creevy is coming in as well. Augustine, you'll be very disappointed at the end result because your side gave it 100% for a long time.
Oh, yeah. I think it was a really game for us, but we need to improve in our scrum, I think was a problem. But then we had a really good match.
The pace of the game, it was a very, very fast pace game, and you kept up with that pace, which is a very good sign.
Oh, yeah, and the first time it was really, really fast, and I think we had a problem there, but it was good. We feel strong, and we need to continue.
You're disappointed in the scrum, obviously, but the areas that pleased you about this performance tonight, defence and the way you converted opportunities?
Sí, teníamos muchas oportunidades. Yeah, I think we have a lot of opportunities. I think we have a really good result, but we need to continue. We need to continue to play this level.
I think it's the kind of performance, whilst you didn't win, will give you confidence again, and it keeps building.
Yeah. We need to continue. We need to improve, and we are building a good team, a good rugby, and we're part of our history, and we continue to improve.
You keep knocking on the door. Congratulations on a wonderful performance and what you have contributed to this match tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for the whole people in Nelson for coming. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Classy touch there from Augustine Creevy, and as he said, they knocked on the door. They didn't just knock on the door, they hammered on the door, but they just couldn't quite kick it in. And the All Blacks' extraordinary ability to turn opportunities into points. It's been a memorable night here at Trafalgar Park in Nelson. First ever All Black test. It has been a scintillating spectacle, and the All Blacks pull away to win it in the manner they've done so many times before, by 46 to 24.